Welcome, Retro Renegades! Guess what night it is? It's the night that we drink beer, play games, and look at blue screens. How do you like my blue screen, guys?
Amazing!
Do you like my blue screen, man? Do you like
Better
it?
than blue balls.
That's not true. You don't know that. So what we're going to do, I want it to stay on the blue screen so you guys can witness the magic. Here it comes. Oh, baby. That's what I call pure magic right there.
Bam.
There's only one sound better than the startup screen for an Xbox. It's this one. Ready?
Ray!
Yeah.
Multiple beers.
Water.
Water is...
It is water. It is water. I'm
well,
not lying.
it's partially water.
Sparkling water. It's LaCroix. Pineapple strawberry.
Super still happens.
That's what I do. I squirt that shit in my water.
Oh my.
That flavored shit, I just squirted in my water and...
Oh, I like sparkling water.
That just not sound.
It's something that's been pretty recent.
So,
Flavored
crispy
shit. What?
Oh,
Dude, you
Mecha
start.
Salt. I never actually seen Mecha Salt or played it, so I don't know how this game goes.
Okay, so just to let you know, I have not played this game in almost 20 years, so I'm gonna start the campaign, and I have no idea what I'm doing here. Goku must be someone saved on the hard drive.
Flamish is probably like, oh shit, that's why I haven't played this game.
Oh, I'm gonna start a new. I have to start a new game. Okay, let's create a new one. I'm gonna call myself Mech Warrior. So, how many of you guys have actually played this game? I know that Flamish hasn't.
Oh god, I played it about the
Yeah.
You
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Beer!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Not
I
even
played
playing.
it, but I don't remember it at all.
Me neither.
So,
Oh.
is it,
Jago, when
is
did
it
you get here?
backwards?
Just now. I told you to be here at 7.
He's like, boom, boom. He's here.
I gotta select the difficulty.
It's
What
magical.
What difficulty do we choose, guys? Remember, there's fun,
Tiny,
there's
Fun.
hard,
Fun.
and there's
Tiny
fuck this game.
penis.
No,
Tiny penis.
I'm playing Tiny Penis stage. No. Tiny Penis is veteran.
I
No,
think-
elite.
I
Oh, wait a
think-
second. There's more. There's green, regular, veteran, or elite. I'm going to fun, which is AKA green. What's happening, Captain Phasma? I've been working on your gamer pick. You'll be seeing some sketches soon, I promise.
What up, everybody in chat?
That's
I
interesting.
thought their Captain Phasma died in Star Wars.
No, nobody knows if she died or not. She just
She
fell.
died like 5 times or something.
No, that's not true. That doesn't
No,
work that
They
way.
had the
no.
worst luck ever.
No, it doesn't work that way.
They should have like built her or made her something like all she did was fall over shit and fall in holes and stuff.
She just fell down a pit. That doesn't mean she died. Did you ever see the Avengers? They fucking blew up the Avengers mansion, and they all survived.
You talking about in
In Endgame, yeah, they blew up the
Yeah.
damn thing with missiles, and
That's because Hulk was there to hold up the building.
yeah, everybody survived.
Just like old times.
Taliban's in the chat.
Taliban's here. Axel with his cool avatars here.
November Rain, I love that song, Axel. Thanks for making that.
Captain Phasma, Fastback is here.
Mask
Mass Mayhem, how you doing, Mass Mayhem? Invaders here. What's going on, guys?
Mass, Fastback, Talon, Axel,
Phasma as well. of
Captain
course.
Phasma.
I do like
A
your red
crazy
outfit.
Greek dude.
You like my what?
What up, crazy Greek dude?
Fastback, I think, is still here. Too.
Dazzy, baby. You need to get that finger checked out, brother.
He's got to get what checked out? What's wrong with his finger?
His finger's coming. You didn't see his picture?
Oh,
He uses that to take his temperature.
oh my goodness. I don't like to hear about this stuff. But anyway, so like I said, I haven't played this game in 20 years, so I'm gonna be really shitty at it, but that's okay. We're not here to be awesome at games. We're here to have fun.
I'm having fun. You're having fun. We're gonna have so much fucking fun. It's gonna be
So much fucking fun.
Axel's gonna be on Gaming After Dark with Niz tonight. Put it in
Oh,
chat.
nice.
The bad news is that you're the only one who didn't make it out of the
Yeah.
ship before
And
the
I'm
What?
having fun as
The
well.
worst news
Wait a second.
Good.
When does Gaming After Dark start?
anywhere near here.
10 o'clock.
10 is my time.
Status was
10,
And-
10 Eastern time.
It was a
So
wrong
that's
landing.
9 my time.
Most of it.
No, that's 11.
That's
That's
11.
11 your time.
Oh, that's 11. Sorry, I'm going backwards.
Bravo Lance is out there somewhere, but we've lost all contact.
I have no idea.
How did you acquire this Xbox?
How did I acquire it? By being very nice to a young man and giving him a hamburger.
Just the hamburger, huh?
I
That
thought-
we
But
call
yeah,
I
Just-
thought you were going-
just-
Did you
and
give
just-
him a
just-
bun?
Just
That
the
goes for-
hamburger, no bun.
I thought you were going somewhere else with it. Yeah. Okay.
You gave him his meat.
Gave him the meat, no buns. I like it.
Damn, I'm gonna go. try
Listen,
it to be
don't
nice.
judge. Don't judge. I got a ton of games and a console that works, no problem.
For a free Xbox, everybody has their price.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's even got the Duke controller. Look.
That's right. I got the
How do
Duke.
people hold that thing? I never used. The only time I played an old Xbox, I think like 3 times, but each time was to play old Nintendo games because someone
That-
modded it back in the day. Oh, I actually did try Halo on it. I forgot about that. But I never played any of these other old games.
The original Duke controller were built for guys with big hands.
That controller made me never want to play Xbox when I was younger.
Oh shit! The controls are. Looks like the controls are inverted. I'm gonna have to switch these. I don't want them inverted. No.
I missed the clear button from the Duke controller.
Okay.
I'm looking at my Duke controller right now. It looks just like that.
What's
What?
that big button in the middle do?
Nothing.
I think when you push it, it informs your girlfriend you need more beer.
It tells you to blow in it.
Why the hell can I not navigate with this controller? Like I can't look around.
What up, Mike?
Xbox didn't give it to you, Jay.
Well, he's trying to give
Well,
Xbox
do
is
it.
trying to give it to me, but just,
Do it. Jago said blow in it.
No, that was crispy.
Oh, do it. Crispy said blow in it.
no, that didn't work.
Blow harder, Jay.
I'm
It's
walking
one
around.
time at band camp.
Oh, the
Ah.
J.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Speaking of controllers, how about that PlayStation? Oh, you can use it on PS4 back-to-back games. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
like-
and it's
Like-
like it's so sucky about that
But
because
seriously, that's going to be a big problem to people who don't want to have to go out and buy a bunch of
Well,
controllers.
and apparently you can't use that PS Elite controller on the PS5
No,
either.
yeah, I read that.
yeah, that's what I was seeing. Yeah, I actually saw that. Researched that. To
Did you
see
see-
if it's
Did you guys see John or TechnoFab's his post last night on Twitter? I mean, he's got a point.
He has
Everybody,
a point. He does have
Yeah,
a point.
he's got a point.
We've never been able to do that before until now.
no, I
can
couldn't
you
use.
explain
I
the
couldn't
point?
use I couldn't use my Sega Master System controller on my Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
You
can
couldn't use your 360 controller.
You know
with
why?
Xbox
You know,
One.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a problem. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know why it's a problem? It's because I have never seen a generation that's been more crazy about goddamn controllers. People got like 30 PlayStation controllers, 30, 40 Xbox controllers. That's no reason the problem, because people have invested so much in controllers. Well, Evan, tell me, what generation have you ever seen
Well,
the craze over controllers? Come on,
And
man.
here's
Started with
my
360,
point,
but-
dude.
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
have an Elite version 2, okay? And if Xbox told me I couldn't use the freaking $180 controller on my Series X,
I'd be so
I am
happy.
going to have a goddamn problem.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd be
sorry. And that's where, like, dude, you're not even going to support that that special Elite style PlayStation controller. You're not even going to support that. Dude,
Well, I can
I would
understand
be-
back in the day.
I would. Well, back in the day is back in the day. We're in new times now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
well, technology-wise, it's all connected through Bluetooth now. So why
Yeah.
can't we, right?
Yeah.
oh, they can because you can play the back-to-back games. What? Why does that make sense to people?
Crispy,
And
you
then
ain't even gonna get a fucking PlayStation. Why the fuck do you care anyway?
I'm not getting a PS5. I'm gonna get a PS4.
I know you're not.
Why the fuck would I get a PS5 for what?
I will
Single-player
eventually get a
story-driven
PS5.
third-person games? No, I'm good.
You gotta play that 5 to 10 hour Miles Morales. Come on, Crispy.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
about the
and
DLC.
Crispy, you wanna play that special Spider-Man DLC for Avengers?
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Hell yeah. Go Spidey. Go Spidey.
Oh, dude, it's not only that. It's like the month in advance, all the stuff. Okay, I do see like it's not really a benefit because it's only a month after we get it, but it's still a month.
What makes it so bad? What makes Sony look so bad too is because Microsoft is being very, very consumer friendly with everything moving forward. You know, all your controllers you purchases, and then Sony. Let's be honest, Sony is doing what they've always done. Like every new generation, you have a new controller that your old ones, like your old ones don't work on the new shit. It's just it's a culmination of everything coming together at one time. You see, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and the worst part is that if I were an Xbox gamer or a PlayStation gamer,
What up, Xbox?
and I heard that you're gonna sit there and take away a game controller that I spent a lot of money on for the next system, I would be pissed regardless of what flag you fly.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just hate that like a lot of these PS gamers, which if you're gonna tout it that much and you're trying to defend it by shitting on Xbox, which is hilarious, then tell me why you're not saying this isn't right. Because clearly you can do it if it's gonna be back compatible. You can let them use it.
I guarantee you, Crispy, you could use the PS4 controllers for PS5 games, but Sony said no, and squashed it because they want you to buy the new controller.
Well, I mean, because the new controllers are going to be expensive too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Probably. They probably are.
70, we were talking about last night on our pre-Retro Renegade stream, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Like $70, what I heard.
I don't give a fuck. Where I get the console with the new controller. I don't want this DualShock anymore. I want to progress, not be left in the past.
Here's Pony Station in the house.
It sucks for people who don't want to have to spend the money or don't have the money to buy a new controller right away. But this is an expensive fucking hobby. You should know this already.
Super, for that comment, you're in the box.
God damn it! No.
Yeah, the box. The box.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry. God damn it! Not the Xbox.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah, that's me and Graphic God. Me and Graphic God.
Look at him put his little hand out. Can I get more hair?
Graphic God, I want to say that's the best damn design I've ever seen. Like, I had the first idea for the Box of Shame, but you just finished it and made it a home run. So,
if anyone was wondering why I was sucking at this game, the controller I was using was not allowing me to steer with my other thumbsticks, so I had to swap out the controllers.
Crazy Creature's got a good point, Jay. He says gaming isn't really that expensive when compared to other hobbies. No, it's not, but it still isn't cheap.
No. I mean, there are people out there that golf and they spend hundreds of dollars on green fees every week and thousands of dollars on clubs.
Shit, there's people that collect shoes and spend over $100 or more, $200 on fucking shoes. That's their hobby.
No doubt about that.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then there's people like Super that spend hundreds of dollars on toys, but the good thing about Super is that he flips them.
Yeah. He can't say anything right now because he's in the box.
You hit the nail right on the head, Jago.
Wow.
He's in a different kind of box, though.
Nah, man, it's like I said earlier, it's just a culmination of everything that we're experiencing right now with this generation. Because this generation has been a wild one.
Regulator 951 just subscribed. Thank you very much, Regulator, for subscribing.
What up, Yobi?
Yobi, what's happening? Look at this destruction. Look at this destruction, man. I'm blowing the crap out of all these buildings. It's awesome.
I need to play this game. That's what I'm thinking.
Sound right. Blowing the crap.
I'm blowing the crap.
If you guys didn't see Yobi's tweet from yesterday about the whole controller or about the Spider-Man shit, you need to go check it out. I saw it this afternoon. It's pretty good.
Look, I get having exclusives. I understand that, but it is a beloved character regardless. And at the least, you know, give Xbox gamers somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it may be.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree, but you know, Phil Spencer ain't about that.
But you know what? In the long run, I mean, Xbox is playing the long game, right? And in the end, it's going to be better off for everybody.
Oh, Yobi, he said, where were we last week? We were on Flamish's channel last week.
Oh,
Yobi.
that's right. I put Super Channel in the chat. I was playing the channel. That's right.
We were on Flamish's channel last week.
Yes, because we're the only podcast that actually, if we're like a member, a panel member, and you want to try streaming, I think we're allowed to. Like,
Oh yeah.
I think even Jago could do it if he want to.
I could if I wanted to fuck around with the PC, but I don't.
The only reason why other podcasts don't do it is because they're greedy fuckers.
Stinking Corpse, he hosted it once or twice back in the day.
That's right. We're all about sharing. Sharing is caring.
If I had time to sit around and learn all this shit, I would, but I honestly don't. I'm too tired. I come home, I'm like, fuck it.
I hear you, man. But that's the thing, like, Flamish, I know Flamish has fun creating this stuff, and so do I. And Super has a ball just like recreating new stuff. Like, for instance, I added a new Craig. Check out Craig. Ready?
Yep.
Craig rocks. See, I have fun making that kind of shit up.
Craig Rock. That reminds me of that old school saying, kick rocks, back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Cyber Gunner, what's up, bro?
Dude, I can't remember. I can't wait for the memes when the game actually comes out and he looks.
Awesome.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm actually
the only thing I think of is Gears 4. Like, dude, the Locust looked so plain Jane. Like,
oh yeah.
It was incredible. Like
why do people?
Dude, am I playing a 360 game right
why
now?
do people forget that? Why do people forget that everyone complained about Gears in the beta, but it came out looking gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because at the end of the day, when it's about Twitter, people forget really quickly.
Or they have selective hearing. Or
selective hearing.
Selective memory.
I have to restart my mission. I got blown.
Which mech game was it that you needed that huge ass controller that cost like?
Oh, that was Iron something.
No, wasn't it Steel Battalion?
Oh, Steel Battalion. That's it.
Yeah, Steel Battalion. Yep.
Nice. And crispy.
I know maybe one person has ever had that.
I never had it back.
I actually played on it. It was a pain in the ass.
I bet it was. That thing was huge.
Oh yeah.
Holy
shit. You might as well be playing Flight Sim with one of the fucking actual things. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though. I wanted one because I had never seen a controller like that or that big ever.
Dude, it's like the highest selling controller right now. Like, you can sell it for like $100,000.
I bet.
Wow.
It was like were they like $200 or $300 back then or something? It was crazy back then.
It was like, actually, it was like $350. I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I knew it was. I knew it was up there. I just couldn't remember how high. That's why I never got it.
You never knew how high you were?
Well, it just depends on this time. How old, where I was at.
What kind of weed I was smoking?
Party one night, and he played it, and he was all high. High as a kite.
I got a question, guys. Is there anyone of you that has trouble with the hurricane?
Nah, I didn't do shit. It was actually raining last night when we were like streaming on the stream, and all we got, I mean, no trees, nothing like fell down around here. You had some maybe not really strong winds, kind of strong winds, but all we got basically was a bunch of rain.
So I had to drive over a tree down when I came home.
Was that your favorite branch that you posted?
No. The branch was my backyard.
Oh.
It came from a neighbor's yard, and it just flew like 30 feet into my yard. So, yeah.
I didn't know what you were going for there.
Tomorrow. It's starting to be sunny out, though, which is crazy.
Xbot448 is in the chat.
Yep.
He's in the house.
Oh, hold on. Battle time!
Okay. You guys have to admit that new gameplay looks fire.
Yeah, dude, I love the art style. Like most people say, but that the art style looks like kiddie. But when you look at how Battletoad looks and what you can do in the game, it actually is the right art style for it.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of the art style. It looks like the same fuckers that made that Thundercats reboot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna play it though. It's a Game Pass!
Damn right.
Game Pass, baby! Oh yeah!
It's totally retro genres mashed up. Like, I saw, I was like, holy shit, my childhood just flashed.
Well, and I loved seeing all the different platforming stages you could do in that game too.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety in the game.
A lot of variety. I mean, there's even stages that look like Galaga.
Xbox said, "Don't ever do that again." Lol.
No. See, you gotta. See, ready? You gotta go. Battletoads.
But he has such a unique voice. I mean, no one can replicate that.
Yeah, he's got that upper echelon of like a 12-year-old's voice.
Right before it
Something I
falls
did say. And you can also, yeah, it's on Game Pass, but you can already pre-download it. So
What, Battletoads?
Yeah, you can already pre-install. They put the Twitter out, I think, yesterday or today. I've seen somewhere. Also, on Twitter, have someone seen the explosion from Lebanon?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, dude,
Holy
that was wild, bro.
In Lebanon or whatever. It said it was a
Oh, that was
fireworks factory. What it said.
Yeah, and they
Dude,
since
that's a
they
fireworks
stored
factory,
something.
dude.
That's
That
what-
looks like
Yeah,
a
that wa-
mushroom cloud, bro. Like,
No. So it seems that the first explosion, because there are other videos in the comments, right? From different.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Yeah,
Like, it said it
and
was
there
fireworks.
was actually fireworks going off in the first explosion, and then the second explosion happened, and it seems there was something stored there since 2014 from that's really flammable. So yeah.
Yeah. If you watch the other videos posted in that thread, you can see fireworks going off after the initial like explosion, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You can see them going off, and then you hear see that later boom, look like a mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And the
pretty, it was
nuclear
pretty
bomb
intense.
is not even close. I mean, do you know how much is wiped if that goes off like 25 miles or kilometers?
If that'd been a nuclear bomb, all those people that posted the shots of that wouldn't have been around to post them.
That's true.
No.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying, like it looked very.
Did have a nice mushroom to it though. That's not about no doubt
Oh, it
about
did.
that.
Yeah.
That
Also, the people in Cyprus even said that their windows were shaking.
Yeah, they said it felt 100 miles away.
Yeah. Yeah, time goes far. So, big shockwave.
Crazy.
Xbox said he
We
thought they got
lost
nuked for a
Super.
second.
Did he fall asleep?
Did we lose Super? I know he's been
Maybe
quiet for a while.
he fell asleep in the box of shame.
Get me out of this box.
It was
He's
like,
like,
okay.
he just kept whimpering out. VR, VR. Oh, where's my VR?
Get me out of
And he comes up on the screen. Let me out. Please, sir. Can I have more?
You promised that's VR.
Shit.
Which Phil did. I mean, let's not lie.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Yeah, oh, he did.
High fidelity VR. Yeah, Phil. Well, at least it was the beginning of his tenure, so we can chalk that up to stupidity.
Ah, the VR will come, guys.
You can take that L, Phil. Take the L. Just deal with it.
I love Phil Spencer.
It is.
I'm so excited what they're gonna show in August. I'm also excited about the State of Play. I mean, it's a small event. There's nothing really crazy going on, like prize or release date, because it is in the blog post. But it's still gonna be an exciting event.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Wait. They didn't say price?
No, it's said in the blog post. They're not gonna talk about prize or release date.
Because they're waiting.
No price. No price.
The biggest game of chicken I've ever seen between two
It's
large
serious.
companies.
So bad at this point, like, dude, like, I finally, like, you know, I got some money that came to me, and I'm like, let me just pre-order this so I have the money gone. You know what I mean? And it's just like, nope. It's like neither of these fucking companies will freaking do it. It's like,
They're
come
gonna,
on, man.
they're gonna announce pre-orders the day before they come out.
Dude, you know what's weird? Microsoft's usually first. This is surprising to me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. They usually are the first ones to release all the details, the price, everything else, and they are just not doing it. And I got to give them credit for just saying, you know what, we can go wherever we want.
Yeah, I just feel they're gonna announce the price in August, Xbox, with the other event, because it is hardware and services, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be shown there. They're gonna show the price and release date probably, which probably will be something in November.
Y'all didn't see that article I posted this morning by Game Rant about EA's teasing Titanfall 3?
Oh really?
Yeah, I've seen it. Didn't read it yet.
Vince is in the house.
I sure as fuck hope so, man. Fuck. Damn it.
Well, I mean, Respawn got to do something after, right? You
Yeah.
might as well go back to your roots.
If you read the article, which kind of pissed me off, if you read the article, it'll give you another reason to be pissed at EA. They said Respawn was definitely working on Titanfall 3 when they got acquired. So what does that say? EA said, stop it. Stop working on it.
Stop it. We gotta figure out a way to monetize this even more.
Yeah. Bullshit. I was like, really? We'd already have Titanfall 3 by now, you bastard. Fuck. Damn EA. But they're talking about, read the article. They're talking about trying to like tie in like everything from the Titanfall franchise and Apex Legends. That don't sound too bad. Like the characters from Apex Legends and everything, get like even more lore. Yeah, hey, I'm down with that.
Sure.
Cause I like Apex Legends. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my game. I mean, I played it for like 2 weeks straight, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Because I'm not a big free-to-play guy, but I wouldn't mind, you tying in the characters from that. And then there's SOCOM PS5 revival rumored too.
See, that would be cool. I mean, that's what I've been asking for. I mean, for the love of God, frickin' do it. I mean,
SOCOM PS5 revival rumored to be in the cards.
Yeah, but who's making it though? That's what I would like to know. You know what I mean? Because God, I don't even remember the dev that made SOCOM. I can't even remember. It's just like Black. I can't remember the dev that made Black, and that's one of my favorite.
Oh, was that Crystal Dynamics?
They made Black? Hell, I love Black.
No.
Black Tusk?
No.
That's a long time. What was it? Was it OG Xbox?
Criterion Games.
Was it?
Oh, Criterion
Games.
They were the ones that did the first Burnouts too, didn't they?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think they did.
Anyway,
Oh my God,
hell
my
of a game, man,
my
for that
controller's
time.
Who's playing with a vibrator?
back-
right
No, my
Back in the
controller is
game-
vibrating.
Yeah, Jay.
You sure it's nothing else over there?
No,
Jay?
no, I did not go into my wife's drawer. I swear to God.
Yeah, it is Criterion.
You can swear how much you want, man. It doesn't matter.
They made Burnout 3. I know that Takedown in 2000.
You know what's crazy? I looked it up and it says 97% like this video game. Black. I was like, yeah, what?
Yeah, but Black was really good for its
I love
time.
Black, dude.
The revolutionary stuff that was in the game, like if you shoot at the roof of the building, it gets dust and stuff. So it was really cool.
Well, the actual destruction in the game was actually pretty
amazing.
Far ahead of its time.
It was.
And then, I mean, who could deny, like, when you go into Blockbuster and you see bullets on the front?
That was
you know, you're like, yeah, I gotta try that. I just have
That's
to.
what got me to buy it. I was like, to buy games off the cover. Yeah.
That's one of the few games
Like,
that
I'm
I beat
playing
multiple
that. I bought it.
times, dude. That's one of the few games I beat multiple times. I beat it like 4 times, dude. Like, it was so
What up,
hard.
clowns?
What the hell was that freaking
He's having problems joining in.
called?
Yeah, he's got some problems.
Clowns is having trouble getting in?
Yeah, it's got. I always use Chrome, so.
I use Chrome and I use Edge.
Well, I have a
Which is
Chrome
not
book,
called
so I
Edge
have-
anymore.
It's not? What's it
No.
called?
It's called Natty Daddy. Natty Daddy.
I thought it's still called Microsoft Edge. Bravo.
Hold on, I'll check in a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna swap games. Okay, I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna go grab a couple more games, and you guys are gonna choose what I'm gonna play next.
Ooh.
Yes.
What up, Indy?
That's for the chat, though. The chat needs to choose, not us. So when he says them, you guys gotta, you know, get in. Get into the retro gaming, because, you know, Xbox is pretty old now.
Original Xbox.
Okay, so we've got 2 games. I pulled 2 games out of the shelf that I've never played before. One's called Raising Hell, and the other one is Project Gotham Racing.
Ooh.
Project Gotham Racing.
Yes, Project Gotham Racing.
Okay,
if you let us pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
even need to vote
What's the
then.
chat say?
I don't even need to vote.
Let's do
Why?
it.
You were gonna say PGR too?
No, I wanted to say the other stuff because I have seen Project Gotham Racing, but I haven't seen.
Yeah,
the other one.
I've never seen Raising Hell. Like, I would be more interested in that.
Okay, well I'll play a little bit of Project Gotham Racing, and if the controls are so like disgusting that I don't want to play it.
Is this the first one, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But Jay, Dazarus also play that, so I don't think it's that bad.
It's been a long time since I've seen the first one. Holy shit.
Okay.
My original Xbox died on me. Sucks.
So my original, this is my second, actually this is my third original. My first original I sold. My second original, I can't, I have to unplug it to turn it off. It doesn't turn off with the power button. And this third one works perfectly. And I got it for free. So.
I think it was the, I was playing, like 2 weeks ago I was playing Spy Hunter and it just got where it wouldn't load anything. I think it was the clock capacitor. I forgot about it.
The flux capacitor.
The clock capacitor, whatever it is, the clock capacitor. You know what? I think it must have all that time in storage.
Did you hit 88? Is it 88 or 55 miles per hour?
I was about 88 in the game when it started freezing.
That's what I thought.
So I've got to take you to go. I got to take you to get fixed, man.
Yeah.
Hey Indy, by the way, Fall Guys is up, man. I'm back playing this game.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not playing that game.
Oh my God.
Zero interest in that game.
Do you have Battle Royale?
Why did Super leave?
No.
Did Super leave? Why did he leave the chat?
What?
I think he got booted out.
He better come back.
Yeah, it needs to be in the put in the box of shame. Yeah, I've seen you play earlier. That's why I was messaging you, Indy. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Indie Gamer play that earlier for a couple minutes. No offense, Flamish.
Did he stream as well?
Yeah, he was streaming.
Yeah, I saw him when I got home. He had been streaming. I didn't see him actually. I was working, but
It was just later in the day.
Yeah, indeed, we need to join then together.
From the Chemical Brothers, Galaxy Bounce.
Be cool.
Oh, this has music in it. I'm wondering if I'm gonna get a copyright claim.
It's such an old game.
Man,
you don't have over 1,000 followers.
That's true.
Oh, he's got 1,300.
No, I do. I have 1,000 followers, but I don't. I can't monetize. So what does it matter?
monetized.
Yeah, not monetized.
Still can get
Super
copyright
says-
strikes if you're not monetized. Or
Super said
demonetized.
his mom's birthday was today and he completely forgot, so he had to rush out.
Oh, shit.
He completely
Well,
forgot.
you could have said something for a second.
Now you just put it on them.
But that's Game Pass for you.
Game Pass, baby.
Game
Pass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, did mine work? Did mine work, clowns? I see you. I see you. He's here. I don't know. We can't hear him.
Who's here? Oh, Clowns is here. Excellent. Yes, we cannot hear you, Clowns. So pull the plug on your mic and plug it back in. That's usually the problem.
Hello.
Oh! I saw something.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
My buddies.
What's so funny is we lose one clown and we gain another.
Ouch.
That's funny.
Oh man.
That was a good one, Jay. No, Super just stuck in the box of shame. He's lying. He got pissed.
He's like, I'm done. I'm done with this.
I started something, did I?
You put him in a box of shame too much.
You did. You did.
Box of shame! You have to say it. Say it the way you say it, Flemish. Box of shame!
Box of shame.
No, you say it better than that.
Box of shame?
No, you gotta
Yeah, there you go.
say it with some conviction in your voice.
Say it with your chest, damn it.
What's
right.
conviction?
Yes. Come
What's
on.
conviction?
Like King David says, say it with your chest.
Box of shame.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, don't you remember last week when you kept putting him in the box of shame? You kept saying, "Box of shame for you."
What's up, back brother? Good to see you, man.
It was such a weird laugh, though.
So what's going on with you, Clowns?
Not too much. I'm messing around with this voice meter potato, and it is like a potato because it doesn't always accurately save all the settings, and it changes sometimes. When
I used to use
lightning
banana.
strikes
I never used potato, but I used to use banana.
I'm gonna try something, and hopefully this doesn't echo. If it does, I'll change it real quick. So
You're okay. It's not.
is it okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
you're
coming in good. I used to have to use the voice meter banana when I was doing M&C to bring in calls from another source and be able to mute everyone at the right time, so that some people wouldn't hear me talking to the audience or talking to the calls, and then I'd be able to
That's
just
a lot
hit
of work, Jay.
Oh, listen, man. I know how much work that shit was. That's why I couldn't do it anymore. It was way too much work.
It's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it's like, fuck this.
Well,
Way too much light work.
thanks to Inferno, I got a soundboard set up. So we record our friends in party chat sometimes, and Yeti said the greatest thing ever. You guys don't know Yeti, but I'm gonna play a clip, and let me know if you guys hear this.
Okay.
Guys hear that?
No.
No.
Damn it! Damn it!
Damn it all to hell.
Clip too. It's a good clip.
Curse you all! Curse you
Did
all!
you put your mic
Curse you all!
closer?
No, because he's got it set up. Okay, make sure that your whatever source that is supposed to come through is set to monitor.
To the microphone, yeah.
Can we just say how good this game looked to be? 2004? Holy shit!
This game does look nice.
It does, man. Fucking 16 years old. I'm impressed. God damn it, we need Project Gotham right back.
When this game came out, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I was mind blown.
It still looks good for its time, man. A 16-year-old racing game? Shit. To go back and look at Ridge Racer, it don't look this good. Ooh, no.
Yeah, look at the reflections and stuff in the car. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I can't drive for shit in this game. I'm hitting everything. I gotta learn. I gotta put the brakes on a different button, maybe.
Well, the thing I loved, I mean, I love the game, period, but the thing I loved about this game was being able to play your own music.
Right.
While you were that was so cool first time. God.
Xbox needs to bring that shit back, bro.
No doubt. No doubt. Now you just gotta turn on Spotify and that's about all you get.
Ooh,
See, I'm so used to the Forza controls that I'm really sucking at this game.
You suck, man. You suck.
I'm
doing my best. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, we're getting close to September, and I'm really excited for the Pokemon remaster.
Oh, me too.
Me too.
Nah, for me it's Avengers.
I'm right with you, dude. I'm right there with you, Flamish.
Screw Avengers.
There's nothing that beats Avengers at the moment. Not even Fall Guys.
Listen, how can you guys support a company that is willing to be anti-consumer like that?
I'm supporting
Xbox.
I'm supporting them on Xbox. I'm not.
Doesn't matter what you're supporting. You're supporting a company that caters to bullshit like that.
Yeah, but Square Enix is just too big to ignore.
The game is. It's been on my radar for like 3 years, Jake. I'm sorry. I'm buying that game. Sorry.
Screw them.
He wants to love it. He wants to pet it.
I do.
Not only is he buying the game, but he's getting a collector's edition.
Goddamn right I am.
He's fully invested.
I'm like John Place. I want to hug it.
All right, I think I got the soundboard working now. So this is
Let's hear it.
This is a quote from Yeti, and it might be to Flamish. I don't know. Did you hear that?
No.
No.
Damn it! All right, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out.
Can you Jay maybe, and he can play it on the stream.
Make sure that in the voice meter it's not muted. I used to use the voice meter all the time. I'm sure the potato's different than the banana, but I used to use it all the time. So
Jay, if it makes you feel better, I will not be buying microtransactions for that game.
Leave them all of it. The way I look at it, man, if I can't play my favorite character in Spider-Man, this is my favorite. If I can't play Spider-Man on the platform that I choose, then I'm not buying that game.
I get that, but when the game was announced 3 years ago, we knew nothing of Spider-Man was going to be in that game.
I gotta work it.
But if you know the comics, you know Spider-Man is a big character in there with the Avengers.
Oh, of course,
I mean,
of course he is.
He's not my favorite superhero though. So.
Okay, but actually, I do want to say one point. You have on the PlayStation, you do have Spider-Man, and the game you do have Miles Morales that comes out. So I think you're gonna have enough Spider-Man already.
And we don't know yet. Spider-Man could be coming a year later. You know,
No, it's gonna be in the beginning of 21.
No, I'm talking about coming like a year later to the Xbox version. Remember, Microsoft did a whole year exclusivity for fucking Rise of the Tomb Raider, or what was it? The second one. I mean, they companies do this shit.
Gabe, do it, clowns. Let's hear it.
Just blew them all away.
Oh, we heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Yep.
I did hear it, but it was really fast.
It was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quick. I don't. Can I make that like?
Slow it down. But that changes voice though, won't it?
Yeah, I don't think I could. I probably need to edit it to slow it down. Can you hear Assassin?
No,
I couldn't hear anything. It was too fast.
I just heard Assassin.
I heard something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Assassin speaks soft.
Yeah, I just heard him. That, yeah, that's yeah. I just heard. That's.
I can hear something, but I can't make it out.
Oh, let's see.
Assassin says, "I'm down," right?
No, he says, "Calm down."
Calm down. Okay, yeah, I heard it.
Calm down.
Calm down. Yep.
Oh, that's something I heard. Yeah.
Just blew them all away.
I heard
What is he
something.
saying?
What was that?
What is he saying?
He's saying it just blew them all away.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yep. He likes to blow things.
Oh no. Well, I guess this is the right podcast to talk about that.
Yep.
Yeah, but we need super.
Ah, no.
Maybe this will make it louder.
Just blew them all away.
There we go. That was better.
Yeah. Crazy said.
It's more of an English.
Crazy said that. He said. Crazy said. I heard put them all away.
I got some other good clips too. Like I got a clip of Assassin saying that sausage is huge, and then I spliced it with that's what she said.
Nice.
So that sausage is what oh my god.
And there's another quote where he says, "I like to eat Polish sausage," when he went out and bought some Polish sausage. So I'm gonna clip all that together.
Okay, I'm jumping to a new game already because I don't like the controls in Project Gotham.
What are you saying, Jay? Nostalgia. If you remember a game being good, leave it there because if you come back to it, you might be disappointed.
Kind of, yeah. That's almost exactly it.
Jay, are you playing the OG Xbox right now?
OG, baby.
Yes, he is. He got one for free too.
I got an OG. I got an OG for free and a bunch and like what? How many games? Like 20 games almost.
Holy shit! For free?
For free.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, first the meat and the buns.
Yeah, but just meat though.
That sausage is big, bro.
And that's what she said.
Yep.
Jay, you need to play the guy game.
I don't have it, but I'll look for it.
Game?
I'll get it.
What's the guy game?
Flamish has never seen the guy game. Oh, wow.
Is that like gacha or something?
It's been on Retro once, I believe.
You know, there's a game on Steam called Shower with Your Dad Simulator.
Yeah,
no.
Super's played. Super has played and beaten that game.
Super loves it.
Oh yeah, he beats it all the time.
I beat it and then I beat it afterwards.
No, Flamish. The guy game is way better than Shower with Your Dad.
Is it way better?
Way better.
Don't ask PlayStation gamers because they think Shower with Your Dad is better than Grounded.
Well, hey, Flamish, you ever heard of Girls Gone Wild?
Yes.
Well, the guy game is basically a game version of that.
Yeah, except you don't really see shit. So.
Well, I mean, you see boobs and ass.
That's boring then.
But it's a party game. That's what it's supposed to be. But you get rewarded with like titties and ass. Almost a video.
Ass and titties.
I won. I get to see a titty.
Yeah.
Titties. Ass and titties.
You guys remember that game that they had to pull off the shells and censor it? Plumbers don't wear ties.
No.
No, but that's the same thing they did with the guy game. They banned that.
In Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, I think it was on 3DO and I think Sega CD. I might be wrong on the Sega CD, but you were basically a plumber and you would show up at these like hot girls' houses, and if you inputted certain codes, they would get naked and do the naughty.
Nice.
Like it's
No,
Basically, what you're telling me is that this is why Supersonic loves VR.
What's the name of that game? I just need to know for research.
Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. I had the uncensored version, and I remember as a kid, my mom walked in on it, she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "This is the game you bought me. You said it was cheap."
Oh. that came back to bite her in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not been many games banned, but yeah, that one I'd never heard of that. I missed it on the 3DO, but that and Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, and then the guy game. It's like nope.
You guys remember the Playboy game for the OG Xbox?
Clowns, I do, but I have it on the PS2. I still got it.
Oh, nice.
I still got it. It's in mint condition too, because I only played it like once.
It's in mint condition, but a little sticky.
No, it's kind of like a Sims-like thing, and I was like, I'm out, but I know this is gonna be worth money, so I'm keeping it.
Yeah, because I think it's hard to get now, but I actually liked it. It was kind of fun because you had to like find the right editor, the right model, the right photographer to get like good ratings. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll take a picture of it. I'll send it to you. I've still got it.
Send it over my way. I'll check this out.
But there was no help there.
I thought I was the only one that bought the damn thing.
Shame we can't get off of those.
He turned and fled.
And in my garage, I still got the San Andreas that was banned. GameStop had sent me an email after I ordered it, and they're like, please return it for a full refund or another copy. And I was like, nah, I'll just keep it.
Rays ran into the forest.
I wonder how many people didn't take it back.
By the way, in Gamer, I've been playing since the stream started, and I got no issues in Fall Guys, so it's good, man. You can play it later.
No issues?
Yeah, no issues anymore. I'm so happy at the moment.
You might want to get some tissues then.
He ran.
Nah, that's something I did before.
Never mind. I actually bought it for the OG Xbox. I forgot. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I forgot. I thought it was on PS2 for some reason.
What's the name of that game again?
Playboy the Mansion.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
So basically, you get more money when you take the better shots, the nice side boob shots.
Yeah, it was like weird stuff like that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You guys remember Leisure Suit Larry on the OG Xbox?
Oh yeah, we played that
we
a couple
played it not
weeks
too
ago.
long ago. Yep.
We bought me and Super both bought the entire collection. But the worst thing about the Leisure Suit Larry games is they give you all these skill testing questions to prove your age at the beginning. And some of those questions are like from the 50s and 60s. Like, who the hell knows the answer to this shit?
You gotta use your magical powers.
Apparently.
You gotta Google the answers real quick.
I'm gonna put it in the Gamers United Guild.
Super got frustrated. Super got frustrated, and he tried to stick his penis into his controller, and it didn't work. He thought, "Oh, this'll fix it."
Well, I mean, there's one way to blow, right?
Alright,
You got it backwards, that's all.
Clowns and Infinite, if you look at the Gamers United Guild DM, you'll see it.
No effect on most.
Man, you were so lucky to still have that. I traded that in, and I regret it.
Look at the DM, you'll see it. I'm like, man, this game must
Dude, Super would have sold that already.
because I've never heard anybody talk about it. On the back, you got like Hugh Hefner with the girls.
Did he die?
Yeah.
He did.
Hugh Hefner was a lucky man, and you know, I mean,
I just put the back of the box in there too.
I'm thinking, what happened with his money? Like, did the girls that poached for the money, did they get something?
Well, he was like married to like one every couple of years. So.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was what, 80, and he had like 20-year-old wives.
Yeah, dude, he was so rich. Like they went for the money, but did they get something out of it?
Yeah, money. On Amazon, $45 for the Xbox One, and then the PS2 version is going for about $35.
What, the Playboy the Mansion?
Yep.
Yeah, they got them by now on eBay, $13. Free ship.
That game has been
no manual though.
I played that game like one time, so the disc is like pristine. The book in there is pristine. The only thing at the top right is it was in storage for a long time. A little bit of crinkling at the paper. It was plastic. Other than that, the game's like pristine.
Okay, this game officially sucks.
Was that other game you were talking about?
Yeah, this is called Raising Hell. I'm like, none of the buttons work. I can't jump. I can't shoot. I got things shooting at me.
Yeah, but you don't get damage and stuff.
It reminds me of all the old games we used to play.
Yeah, but the camera angles were so bad. It's like God of War, but the camera angles were so bad. We didn't know any better.
And the vibration is like shaking my entire desk.
Sure, Jay. That's what's shaking the desk.
You gotta sit on your desk while you play, man.
Oh, pixels. Oh, pixels.
Phil Power Master's asking a question on Twitter. He said, "Yo, 12 minutes ago, yo, did Xbox go free online? I'm playing Halo and my love service ran out last week. What is love service?"
I think he's meant live.
I was like, what the fuck is love service?
My chat must be
Was Super on to something? I'm almost thinking it was, because I've heard this from multiple people. Like, I think they're just phasing out Xbox Live.
Yeah, I think so too.
I truly believe that, dude. Because
they are.
You have xCloud to replace it. So you want $15 a month, you can have xCloud and Game Pass, and then they can release Halo as a free to play. But if you don't have Game Pass, like hypothetically, you have Game Pass, you get like a bunch of skins or whatever. Like they can release like little seasons or whatever. You know what I mean? But if you don't have Game Pass, I'll bet you like they charge the shit out of you just like Fortnite does. And guess what? That's your problem.
Well, they said they stopped the sales of the 12-month cards on the Microsoft Store. I don't know if that's
it was only 3. I think they're gonna announce it. That would be a mic drop. I'm sorry. That would be.
Infinite, I put it in the Gamers United Guild DM, and so for some reason you're not in there.
Oh, you put it on Twitter DM. No, I thought you were talking about Discord.
No,
I'm not in there.
I'll invite you, man. You're part of Retro Renegade. You should be in there anyway. Then you'll be able to see it. Maybe. If not, just let me know. I just added you. Now you should be a part of the Gamer United Guild DM.
Now you gotta repost it because I can't see the previous messages from there.
That's what I figured. Here you go.
Jay needs to take a piss.
I got people hitting me up like, yo, we need to finish what you were doing in Grounded.
Nice.
Dude,
we need to play this game on here.
I made a giant fort, dude. Like it's like huge, dude. It's just like walls, and I just kept putting up walls and walls and walls, and like the only thing that keeps attacking us is ants, which are pretty simple. We found a spot where like only ants like live, and I was like, okay, that's better than a spider or a damn stink bug.
I played that by myself Saturday night, and it was okay, but I got bored really quick.
Yeah,
like
dude,
20
you
minutes,
gotta play with people. You have to. You have to play with people, dude.
Obviously.
Dude, like as soon as you play with people, you'll get it. You'll get it totally, dude. I'm telling you, like, I was so, dude. I played that game for 4 hours. Like, I'd probably be playing it right now, dude. Like, it was. I don't know why, but it just feels magical, but at the same time, it gives you exhilarating feelings. Like when you bounce from a fucking spider that's gonna whoop your ass, that makes you feel like you're the king of the world. Like you just bounce, dude. I had like 5 spiders on me. Like I brought a spider into a stink bug. That was hilarious because like the stink bug lasted for like a good like 20 seconds.
I can totally see the game isn't shit. Like game is not shit like people were giving it when they first heard about it. No, the game, I mean, the controls, everything, the visuals, what I experienced, it was great, but it was just boring by myself.
Yeah,
like,
no, you can't play by yourself.
I was like, this is a game you have to play with friends. Like Sea of Thieves, I got bored really quickly with that, but every time I play with friends, only time I want to play for Sea of Thieves is with friends. Because I get bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the beauty of Game Pass, dude. Like, you could be like, people would be like, hey, you want to play Grounded tonight? Be like, hell yeah, let's go, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of it because you already have it. Everybody has it. You know what I mean? Whoever's subscribed to Game Pass, you got it. You know what I mean? And it's just like one night somebody will hit you up and be like, "Hey, you want to join us?" You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. Like, yeah, you don't have to play it all the time. That's the whole point of the game. You really don't. Like, if I join somebody else's party, you know, I'll have a totally different experience, and that's the great part of it.
Oh, I definitely want to try it with like a full party.
Yeah, do you have time after the stream?
Me? It all depends on how I feel, honestly.
Hey girls,
Yeah,
guys,
because I
check out the screen. Which one of these hot chicks am I gonna choose?
The left one.
She's cute. He's burly. He's strong.
I hit that.
And look at this one. This one here, she's wearing a chastity belt. She doesn't think I'm gonna get through that.
I bring bolt cutters for that shit.
We're gonna play Ellen. Ellen. This looks like some kind of like a almost like a gauntlet maybe.
I mean, by far, Gauntlet Dark Legacy is one of my favorite games of all time. That game was just incredible for what it was.
So this game is called Kingdom Under Fire Heroes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Never played it. Want to play it? Looks like right up my alley. Like, you know, it's medieval. Looks like a hack and slash.
I never played it either.
Long loading screen. Holy shit. Oh, there's vampires in this game.
I don't have the biggest collection in the world. I'm like, you see people's collections on Twitter, like, holy shit, you kept every game and every system you ever bought. I wish that was me because
I wish that was me too, but guess what? I wasn't rich, and I had to sell shit just to survive.
Yes, I did too.
I have none of them. I have had so many consoles and everything else. I have none of them. I'm like, you know what? Time to go. Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's kind of how it was back in the day too. Like, you know, something else is coming out, like the Sega Genesis. You're like, the Sega Master System games ain't gonna work on it. The controllers ain't gonna work on it. Let me get rid of it and buy the new shit.
Yeah.
I wish I was lucky enough to have these monumental collections, like Mike in the chat.
Yeah, Mike. Mother Miker.
But I don't.
Mother Mike.
I mean, one of the systems I still love to this day. I mean, I love all of them, but one of the ones I really wish I'd kept hold of was the 3DO. God, I love that. I love that.
The what?
Panasonic 3DO, Flamish.
He don't know what the fuck.
No, he don't know what that is.
Oh,
He's speaking Spanish.
Actually, a 3DO, as far as I'm concerned, was probably the most far ahead of its time.
It was.
Any game console.
It was.
It was so impressive. You had cinematics.
Come on, guys. You're forgetting the Philips CDI.
Oh, get that shit out of here.
I had the Philips CDI.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
I never had it, but I never wanted it either. After I saw it, I'm like, no.
Did anyone here own the Apple? Was that the Pikmin?
The Pikmin.
Pikmin, I think it was. It was basically the Apple console, and it sucked ass.
No, I didn't have it. No.
The elves won't give up.
I mean, and a lot of people shit on the Atari Jaguar, but that was actually.
I had that too. I bought it for Kasumi Ninja, a fighting game. Imagine that.
It was between that or the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
It was because Turok is why I wanted that.
I never bought that. That looked horrendous to start.
I had it. It was horrible.
I see.
Your parents must not
like literally, I'd go to bed and I'd have these red flashes in my face. I'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" I'd wake up. I'd be like, "What?"
You wonder why when you see gaming collections, even people love Nintendo, they don't have the Virtual Boy.
As soon as the rain has some help,
Dude, it was all red, bro. You couldn't. And I mean, it was interesting at that time, but at the same time, you couldn't play it. It was like impossible.
Yeah.
I had a friend who had it, and I went to his house to sleep over, and that thing gave me like a headache after like an hour.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard that. I read that a lot back then. After people got it, like, oh my god.
But it like literally seared in my brain. Like, dude, I'd see, I would be sleeping and I'd see characters in the game because like it was just like seared. Like it's that red, like horrible light.
It was red and black, right? All red and black.
Yeah, red and black. Yeah.
Oh, terrible, man.
It was pixelated too. It was horrible. And it was expensive at that time.
It was like,
Pippin. Sorry, that. Yeah, Mike's correcting me. It's called the Pippin, the Apple Pippin. Okay, this game is totally not a game that's anything like what I thought. This is like a real-time strategy game that I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Look how many characters on screen that you're fighting at one time, though.
Oh, I think I played that game once and didn't play it again.
You know what this game reminds me of, Jay? Dynasty Warriors.
Maybe so. Maybe it was the predecessor.
Yeah, but you're actually, actually, I think it's predecessor to
It looks like I'm fighting orcs or something.
Yeah, it's a fantasy game.
If you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, God, this game reminds me of that.
I think, what's the name of the game, Jay?
This is called Kingdom Under Fire Heroes.
I think I played it on in the store.
Kingdom Under Fire, I'm asleep.
Yeah, basically. I have 2 attacks. I have a strong attack, and I have a regular attack, and I'm just kind of plowing through whoever. Even if my guys are in the way, I'm just swinging my sword. I don't give a shit. And I have to say, the woman in the picture was much sexier than the woman that I'm fighting with. I'm very disappointed. I wanted to see some side boob or something, or some like wardrobe malfunction, and that didn't work.
That's an old bait and switch, Jay. You know how you do that back in the day.
That's exactly what this shit is.
Did any of you guys used to use Google Plus?
Yes,
very infrequently, but I had an account.
Me too.
Apparently, there's a class action lawsuit according to USAToday.com, and we're all owed between $5 to $12 from that.
Holy shit! That'll buy a
$12. Jesus Christ! I could buy like 2 bags of chips.
Hey, Supersonic getting the Game Pass for that price.
Exactly. Game Pass.
You're trying to act like him.
I love Game Pass.
If you're gonna be like him, you can also be in the shame in the box of shame.
Graphic, we need some super relief. No, we need something else.
There we go.
Don't get me out of this box.
Hold on, this stream's starting soon.
I hit the wrong button. I have too many buttons. Here we go.
They always used to Laura with a babe on the cover. Art that's nowhere to be seen. Yes.
Facts, brother. Facts. You know how many gaming nights I wasted renting a game from Blockbuster on the title page?
Yes.
Oh, this game is horrible.
Good work. We're almost there. Let's make haste.
Let's make haste. Now I have to like gather up my troops and find the next area to go. This is not my style of game, but I'll give it another chance. I'll give it 5 more minutes and then I'll go on to something good.
Dude, I'm telling you, Jay, this is like Dynasty Warriors. If you've never played it, go play Dynasty Warriors for a minute. You'll see. It's like fucking Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors is cool, man. Like so many different characters you can play, so many different weapons you can use.
Yes, but there was so much shit going on. I'd never beat one of those games. It's crazy, but I never.
You should try the one with the high rule from Nintendo.
Oh, what's going on? Clowns, you're coming in kind of muffled, dude.
Me?
Yeah, you're like every so often I would see your icon pop up and all I could hear was some muffly sounds.
Huh, weird.
Yes. Are you still using the voice meters? Maybe that's what's causing it.
Let me see if I could switch off the microphone from voice meter.
Yeah.
Does it sound any better or no?
Yeah, you sound good, but I just noticed that when I was watching the stream, that you were popping up and there was like a lot, some muffled noise in the background.
It might be when I type because I got a mechanical keyboard.
Oh, that might be it.
It actually, on my end, sounded like when one of us spoke, that's when we heard that, and now you're good. It's not happening now.
Well, maybe they'll let us in after all, eh?
You go ahead.
It's okay, clowns. We're here for you to experiment. It's okay.
Wow. Thanks, Crispy.
Oh my God.
We really don't care.
Guys, Daz is hitting on Phasma in the chat.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, he's been relentless. Poor Phasma.
Daz.
He's been relentless.
Leave that.
I think Daz, is it his left or his right?
He misses Primal too.
I think his left hand, his name's Pamela.
Pamela left, Pamela right.
Oh, there's some puppies. I hear some puppies.
Double grab it.
Move.
Woof.
Ellen will accompany Sir Justina.
Woof.
Sorry, that was Vader. He's bitching in here. Give me my damn toy back.
You sound like you're on the toilet right now.
Mike, I apologize, dude. I try to be as conscious of what I say on the stream as possible, because I understand that you've got kids, and sometimes the kids listen. It's very hard. There's two reasons why it's very hard. One, because I'm drinking beer. And two, because I don't give a fuck.
Well, no. One, you're
I'll
drinking
merely
beer.
be
Two,
decoration.
you don't give a fuck. Three, you have a bunch of assholes on the panel too.
Holy shit, who was that?
You're the most interesting.
Who was what?
Doing that deep beer.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
That was Flamish.
That was my metal voice. In another life, I was a metal singer.
Here when I'm it, right?
Shy or naive.
Captain.
Like my voice is so distinct. You know that's me.
I was just saying because you better get that low voice.
Yes, Jerry, this game is officially born to snow.
Oh yeah, this is boring. Okay, we're gonna move on to Mission Impossible. Has anyone played Mission Impossible?
On
the OG Xbox?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I can tell you probably not.
I can tell you right now that I have not played it. It was made by Atari, or at least
no,
published by Atari.
Probably why nobody played it.
Speaking of Atari, didn't they come out with a retro console that went nowhere?
It ain't come out with it yet, have they?
Oh, it hasn't come out yet. I thought it did.
It hasn't come out yet.
No, it hasn't come out yet.
They want something expensive for it though, right? They want like $300 for it, don't they?
Yeah.
$300. I mean, the Amico's not even $300, and that thing's got some awesome tech in it.
It plays on it. I know it plays Atari 2600 games too. That's about
Whatever.
It.
I can play Atari 2600 games on my friggin' watch.
You know shit.
Okay, now you got me jealous.
What is it called? Clowns, help me out. I don't even remember. Say the joke.
The Atari.
What are you trying to?
The Atari. What's that new Atari called? I don't remember now.
Isn't it like the VS or something?
Yeah, VCS.
Right.
The VCS. Yeah. Oh my god. It's terrible.
Dude, I saw the price tag on that and I was like, this is ridiculous.
And the funniest thing is that all these consoles are gonna come out the same time as a PS5 and an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, who's gotta be extra?
How brain dead are you? Like, at least in television, like bringing some like old school like Wii-esque type things going on with it.
You're giving Atari too much credit, Crispy. They still haven't come out. I'm not sure that they will.
They shouldn't. Not right now.
For the guys that backed them, I feel bad. Holy crap.
Well, wasn't that a what the hell you call it? A GoFundMe?
Kickstarter? Yes.
And it's a small machine.
And now
isn't
they
it?
have a CEO that's making more money than they probably make.
I mean, and it's not even. I don't know. It's not even really Atari. It's just Atari in name. They got the look. The look of the 2600 and the name. But I mean,
I still have our 2600, so I'm good.
Well, they give
Really?
you the old school
Does it work?
joystick, too,
Yeah,
don't
it still
they?
works.
And you have a CRT to plug it into?
No, I can plug it into my LCD. They have a little.
Oh, you got the adapter.
Yeah, the adapter. It cost me like $3 on Amazon.
Yeah. That's what I play all my like this game here is plugged into an adapter that goes through HDMI, and I have this. I have a Switch too. Like I have a Switch which is basically a bunch of what's it called? RCA ins. I can plug 5 RCA ins into it, and one goes out, and then I plug that into my adapter that goes through HDMI, and that's why I can stream multiple systems at one time.
I'll be honest, Jay, I'd rather buy an Atari Jaguar than the Atari VCS. I am not shitting you.
Yeah,
I just don't see the appeal of playing those old games.
Well, they're supposed to be enhanced slightly.
Yeah, and it's supposed to have other stuff too. Like I think it's supposed to be able to access like Steam or something. I don't know. It just seems like it's trying to do too much, and there's already stuff out there that could probably do the same thing for a lot less.
Your Fire Stick could probably do the same.
Yeah, well, basically it can. What really sucks is that the Amico is doing so much more, and not just as in a console, but the marketing that they're doing and what Tommy's doing.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, Atari doesn't even have a chance, in my opinion.
No, that thing's gonna be dead in the world like Stadia.
Yeah.
Also, guys, have you seen that?
Tommy's going after Atari's jugular.
He doesn't have to try hard looking at the Atari VCS.
Have you guys seen that Game Boy, the analog? That went for pre-order like 15 minutes and it's all gone.
Didn't you share that? You shared that.
I shared it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
I didn't see that.
Okay, so basically it lets you play like the Game Boy games, like 3 different generations of it, on the one device.
You forget, Flamish, I have a arcade 1-up with like a shit ton of.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, you showed me that, and I'm like, I still don't know how that works.
I'm actually gonna buy myself one of those retro or what is it called? Not RetroPie, but Raspberry Pi. Was it you clowns that had purchased one in the past?
Yeah, I got a Raspberry Pi and I modded the arcade 1-up, but I did the newest Raspberry Pi with the newest
the 4?
RetroPie.
You get the 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and it works much better?
Yep.
Okay, I'm planning on buying one, but see, I go on to Amazon to buy one. There's so many options. I don't know which one I want.
Wasn't the 3B like right before the 4?
Yeah, the 3B was right before the 4.
And the reason the 4 wasn't popular is because a lot of the emulators didn't support it right away, but now they do.
Yeah, they had to take more time. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, like with the 4, I'm pretty impressed. It runs everything pretty smooth, all the way up to like I can even play Dreamcast games on it.
Right. And what are you using as a backend?
I use RetroPie.
You do use RetroPie. Okay, I was thinking about using what's it called? Recall Box.
Okay, that's another popular one.
Yeah. And the only reason why, because it's already got the emulators built into it. You don't have to install them. I'm not sure if RetroPie has the same thing. Does RetroPie have them already there? Or do you have to actually install them manually?
Jago, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I set up, I think it had the basic stuff there, and then the other stuff you had to install through a setup script from RetroPie's menu.
Okay. But easy enough to use? Say that I got one, you'd be able to walk me through it?
It's really easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the one thing I don't know if Recall Box is, but I know RetroPie does. With the newest RetroPies, you can actually plug in a USB drive and store everything on there, and just.
That's what I think. Yeah, Recall Box is the same thing. I actually have a SD card that I store all my ROMs on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with this setup I got right here, I can actually plug a USB into it, and with other games stored on it, and just play them.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I did. I put a 4 terabyte, and I just like downloaded every single thing I could find.
Nice.
You know, all the open source ones, Jay.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. I would never promote piracy in any way.
No, I mean, this was my answer. The reason why I got this modded was my answer because to me getting rid of all my old consoles. It made sense. And who doesn't love an arcade machine? We all grew up around arcade machines, right? In the arcade.
Well, exactly.
So it was just a perfect combination.
I mean, my only reservation of going down that road of buying an arcade machine is because, I play with one hand, and playing the older arcade machines is a little tough because I'd have to use my bad hand with the joystick and my good hand with the buttons for the most part. And I'm not into that anymore, so I want to get some kind of an emulator that works for everything that has HDMI out.
Yeah.
Thing is that I've been buying all these retro consoles, and all the retro consoles have that ability to mod them and stuff. But I want one box that does everything. Yeah. I don't want to have to switch between different boxes.
Raspberry Pi is the way to go, Jay.
I think you're right.
Yeah, RetroPie is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good enough. I think I'll go down that road.
Jago could probably help you, and I could probably help you, but there's other skins too to RetroPie
right.
that you can install, and some look really cool.
Okay. Yeah. See, what I really like is what King has on Iron Lords. He's got that system next to him that basically
the little arcade machine.
Yeah, he's got the little arcade machine that plays through all the has a little montage of games. I want something that I can just basically put in and just play whatever I want.
That's what mine does, Jay. When you turn it on, if you don't hit anything, I turn my arcade one-up machine on, and I don't hit anything. Yeah. It'll randomly scroll through different systems and different games. Remember in the arcade and what they call a track mode.
Yes.
To get you it'll do that. It'll randomly scroll through different games, different systems. As long as you don't hit anything.
Right. That's what I want for sure.
That's like a no-brainer. I was like, I didn't, like I said, I didn't have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade machine yet, and I wish now I had waited. I didn't know I was gonna get it for $20 fucking bucks, but I wish I'd waited because I could have modded it and had a 4-player arcade one-up machine.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this game. I'm running around in circles.
What is this game again?
This is Mission Impossible.
Oh man,
follow the arrow. There's an arrow on the map.
And he doesn't look anything like Tom Cruise. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say in the beginning, but I realized this game is actually older than...
It's old as hell.
He doesn't even look as good as Tom Cruise's stunt double.
No. I can tell you I never played this game. I never owned it.
You didn't get that joke, did you, at all, Jago?
No, I didn't.
The stunt double joke? Everyone's been picking on the Marvel game because it looks like everyone's stunt doubles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Oh, God. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I'm like, Christ almighty. It's only the fucking MCU bandwagon fanboys that want them to look like the fucking MCU movie counterpart.
They're
the
even like...
They've been around forever. It was different. Oh, my God.
Do you know what's gonna be funny? If they put it behind a paywall that you can buy the skins for it from the movie.
Oh,
it's gonna be rage. Especially when it comes first on PlayStation 4 mods.
I understand there might be Marvel fans out there, like comic book fans out there.
Yes, you are!
I dig
Yes, you are!
It was like 10 years in the making until we got Endgame. I got that. I really dig the movies. But I really think most of the people who get butthurt about the characters in Avengers not looking like the fucking movie counterparts are the fucking ones who just watched the movies and didn't fucking read any comics. Ever. Shut up. God. Who cares? I've heard people say like, yeah, well the art I don't. People like I don't dig the Hulk's nose. What? Really? Or I don't. God, you're just picking shit out to pick, man. Stop. I don't get it. I don't. If a game looks awesome, I want to play it, and it looks awesome, and I'm going to play it. No way.
Yeah. I got it pre-order, man. I put my $15 down already in my store. Now I'm waiting for my beta code. So
I'm waiting for my beta code too.
It seems that when I get my beta code, I can choose if I want to play the beta on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC.
Where'd you pre-order it from?
My local Game Mania.
Like GameStop, basically.
No, it's better than GameSpot.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like GameSpot.
Yeah,
and by the way, I've got some exclusive stuff to announce. You know, I did that graphic with Graphic God, right, from the PlayStation, with all those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw the boss today, actually, of the Game Mania, like over. Watching like the entire region of like different stores, right?
Yeah.
And he told me he's gonna contact me about doing more about like that. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I know. I'm getting my insiders.
Keep going. Fuck it. Yes, we'll get some exclusive knowledge.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know about the beta code stuff, so it seems you're gonna get a beta code. You need to go to the website and then you can fill it in and then you can choose what version you want.
Well, I gotta call the store because I pre-ordered it online and I still haven't got my beta code yet, so I'm gonna have to call like.
Yeah, we neither, so they're still waiting on it because it comes out like in 2 days. Actually, tomorrow for me.
Well,
yeah.
like I got it on Xbox, so my weekend to play actually isn't until next weekend. After this one coming up, so you know I'll wait.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it by like Monday or Tuesday next week. I'm gonna be like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah, I also got the Xbox version pre-ordered, but I'm really like, I don't want to be on the fence, but it just sounds so tempting for like all that stuff just a month up front. It feels like PlayStation can have the beta version of all the characters and we can have the full version. They can test out the characters a month up front, see if everything is balanced, and then we get the balanced characters.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yes, I don't know.
Okay, I officially don't like this game anymore.
Yeah, you can take that out too, Jay. That's boring as snot.
I'm surprised you kept it for as long as you did.
Yeah, I had to have a long pee anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a couple more games you guys are gonna choose. Give me a second here. I'm gonna grab them.
Okay, do it. Was that beer?
There's a reason why you never played this game, Jay. You just found out.
Yeah, but he also plays everything with one hand.
Well, no, yeah, I got that, but we've all watched this game. It didn't look that good. Maybe if you spend 3 hours in it, but initial impressions is it's enough.
Okay, well I know who's gonna win this battle. There's two games I picked out. One is called. Let me try to pronounce this without destroying it. Murakumo Renegade Tech Pursuit. No, sorry, Renegade Mech Pursuit.
Okay.
Okay.
That's choice number one. Or choice number two. You ready for this?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Armageddon!
Armageddon!
No, I want to have the Tech Pursuit. I want to see what the Tech Pursuit is about.
Armageddon wins.
I would say that.
I mean, we all see Mortal Kombat. We all see Mortal Kombat.
If anything, the opening cinematic to this game is phenomenal. You guys gotta see this.
Armageddon?
Yes, for Armageddon, it's amazing.
I mean, I kind of wanted to see that too, Jay, but we've went through 2 games that were like, eh.
Yeah, I know. I'm just flipping them in, Trying them
I
out.
do want to say, like, if there comes a new version out of that game, like, yeah, just a reboot, I would say, because that game was so cool.
Oh, which game are you talking about?
No. Oh, it's not the game where you like sort of have a story where you walk and have like enemies to defeat along the way. Like
Oh, you
do in
mean
Tekken back in the day.
you mean Armageddon? Yeah, there's a conquest mode, which is like a story mode.
No. It's also Mortal Kombat. It's with Liu Kang and.
Oh, that's Shaolin Monks. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh, that game is so dope.
I know. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, but them damn pillars that come down out of the ceiling and crush your ass, they were bullshit.
Check out the cinematic, man.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
What is this?
Played this game. So.
What is this? Like 2004, 5?
Let me look at the box. I'll tell you.
4, maybe.
I'm looking for the copyright. I gotta take my glasses off. That's how old I am. I'll take my glasses off just to read this shit.
Oh damn! This cutscene.
Oh, it was awesome.
Back in the day, yeah.
I can't freaking read it.
That means it's like old.
Oh, 2006.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty okay. Graphics look okay for back in the day.
It's 14 years old, man.
What this game had going for it was to create your own character, but didn't it also? What it didn't have for it was the shitty random fatalities.
You can make your own fatality.
Yeah,
which was
and
bullshit.
I thought it was bullshit. Yeah.
It was bullshit, dude.
Oh, this was the one with the where you go from place to place, like exploring and stuff.
Yeah, there was a conquest mode.
Yeah, that was the one. Oh, such a good mode.
I did not like create your own fatality though, because you could barely ever get to the end of it.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
It was just stupid as hell. The dumbest thing ever seen.
The bullshit I found was like with conquest mode, you had like the chest that appeared some time, like real-time based chests. You have to be there at that time to open that chest.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
Look at Shiva in this one. She got a huge mohawk.
Yep.
Why doesn't she have a mohawk in the new game?
Oh shit.
Did we lose Crispy and Clowns?
No, I'm still here.
Oh.
Crispy, where you at, brother? Did you fall asleep, man?
No, I am, what do you call it, like daydreaming, staring at different games. Wish that I had them right now. Like, I really want to play that Avengers game really bad, but I just wish it had crossplay, because to be honest with you guys, like, man, that Spider-Man thing's a big deal for me. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
Me too. Okay, did you ever see the pictures that I posted of all my comics that I have on my wall? Yeah. They're all Spider-Man, Spawn, and Venom. You know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
What up, Prophet? Prophet said, did I miss out on Sonic's conversion to Xbox? That was all bait. I put response as bait. That's fucking bait.
What do you mean?
I actually know what happened to Sonic. He got off this podcast because he went to go play Game Pass.
Yeah.
I gotta give Prophet I shouted him out on Twitter, but
I love Game Pass.
He gave me
Game Pass.
randomly this morning a $25 PlayStation gift card, just out of the blue.
Nice.
People like that. People like that are people I love.
Yeah, Prophet is fucking awesome.
Prophet, I'm gonna have to hit him up.
What the hell is happening?
Without the buns.
He's like, here, pimp, try this out. I was like, holy shit, that's a PlayStation gift card, and it was a $25 one. I was like, it may not work because he's from Australia, and I was like, fuck, it did work. I was like, holy shit,
Nice.
man, I appreciate it, brother.
Wait a second. So an Australian gift card worked in the United States? Maybe they would work in Canada. Hint, hint, hint.
We should ask him so we can try it.
Nah, if you guys don't follow Prophet, you need to. He is cool as shit. He
Oh, I
back
follow
in the
him.
day.
Not only do I follow him, but I created his awesome animated avatar.
Yeah, dude, Prophet is he got off Twitter for like a while, long while, and he came back. As soon as I was like, man, Prophet's just a cool dude. Y'all, I mean, he really is. If you don't follow him, please follow Prophet. He's awesome. He's an awesome guy. Not because he gave me the PlayStation gift card. I would tell you this, like, before all of that. He's just a straight up cool dude, man. Follow Prophet. He don't have enough followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a pretty cool dude. I thought I was following him. Let me check, because I know Twitter does that thing.
Well,
let's blow his Twitter up.
He had an original Twitter account, and then he got off Twitter. He's like, I'm done. He put up this video. He's like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Talk to you later, Talon. Sorry, Talon's leaving. See you, buddy.
Yeah, see you later, Talon.
Be good, Talon, brother. But no,
Yeah.
he came back like a year and a half ago.
Okay. Yeah, Jago, if you can, post his Twitter in the thing, because I thought I was following him a while ago, but if he changed his thing, then I might not be following anymore.
I will.
I'm not following him.
By the way, when I see one of the guys that I follow just tagging someone that's new to Twitter, I just follow instantly.
Me too.
So I'm like, yeah, just supporting other people. It's what we do. So, yeah.
So, Flamish, what you're saying is that if UK Dazarus is still in here, he should tag you with all those Twitter naughty bots, and then you'll follow them.
There you go. There you go.
There is a difference. Like, I do see what their profile is about. I think I even asked Prophet what his channel is about. Like, is Twitter what he talks about?
Alright, clowns, it's in the Gamers United Guild DM.
Dreadpool! Yo!
I want to give a huge shout out to Dreadpool. I actually met up with him for lunch because we're not that far from each other, and he is one of the coolest dudes in this community, and he supports so many people, you know, and I got to give him props for that, because he doesn't get involved in any of that console war stuff or like podcast feuds. Like, he's just a downright good, positive dude in this community.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I just wish I had the time. Back in the day when I used to be in like podcast chats, I had help. Now I work by myself, and I really cannot be. I can't. So now I have to listen to them like afterwards.
For me, it was so annoying. So I made this video, right? So the news came out about the Spider-Man stuff for the Avengers game. And at that moment, I was like, I need to make a video. And the first video I make is like so opinionated that I just feel like I'm shit.
Yeah, and he got off Twitter for like, I don't know, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and then he came back. He said I had like 100 plus followers on the old account. Yep.
Well, I followed him again.
Yeah, I can see it, Jay. You're doing good.
Although I can't seem to throw a spear, I gotta figure out my moves list.
I don't know where that came from, Prophet, but if you ask for dick pics, I'm not sending them.
Oh yeah, this is the game that has 3 different fighting modes.
What?
Yeah, it's got 3 different fighting modes. You can basically choose the fighting mode you want to use.
Yeah.
That's right. I have a bloody spear. What's this? There we go.
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't like about this game. He had so many fucking... There's too many, man. I'm like, God, get out of here.
You know, you usually pick to the one you want, but there's the weapon mode, which is like one of the major modes that if you want to just use a sword or whatever to fight your opponent.
Jay, I do want to say that spear looks so janky when you use it.
Come on, it's 2006.
If you guys remember too, Prophet used to like have a little podcast where he would go one-on-one with people. He did that with me, he did that with Daz.
What? Prophet?
He did that with Siberia.
I can't believe he didn't do it with me. I'm so insulted. I'm such an awesome speaker. You think I'd be the first person?
You didn't give any meat. You told him no buns.
You know what they say about people talking about themselves a lot?
Honestly, I don't know why anyone would ask me to go on a podcast, because I don't even have opinions.
Okay,
Jay, you know,
so guys,
speaking of that,
for everyone that was in my podcast this Sunday, what did you think of Graphic God? I mean, he was cool, right?
Okay,
He did
besides
talk a lot.
besides sucking ass.
Graphic God's always awesome. I think the same thing about myself too, Flamish. I'm like, me and Jay are like on the same. I'm like, you
No,
know.
like, but here's the thing: there are people in our little circle that understand what's going on in the industry.
Yeah.
They know names, they know dates, they know publisher names. Like, I don't remember that shit. I don't have time to remember that shit.
And I don't have time to remember it. No. I
No.
don't. And I don't care to.
But here's the thing:
on.
when everyone
Hold
else does, I feel like a boob.
Jay, do you want screenshots of the latest charts? Jay, do you want analyst numbers? Do you want to know how many subscribers are on PS Now versus Game Pass? Do you need these shots in your DMs, Jay? Because Xbox is losing, Jay. They're losing.
Hey, listen, I don't care what anyone says. Xbox already gave it to you, buddy. That's the name of this program.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
they're
Like,
gonna-
I
they're
don't have
gonna
time to
link
remember all
Windows.
that stuff, and I don't like being the only guy on the panel that sounds like a boob.
I'm glad people they enjoy and like want to remember that, but I don't have time, and I really don't care. At the end of the day, I just want games to play and great games to talk about. That's it.
I just want to play games, and I want to talk to people that like playing games.
Yes.
Exactly.
That aren't salty, that aren't fanboys, just ain't toxic. Yes.
And that's
We
what's
already have one of those on our.
You know, it's really hard too being in this world with gamers, because even though I don't own a PlayStation, I don't bash PlayStation.
No, you don't.
You know, why would I bash it? But yet Super always seems to think that we're all against him because he likes PlayStation. We're not against you. We're against, if anything, we're just tired of you bashing Xbox. That's all.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Nintendo's awesome, Jay. I think it's like, one of the best of the 90s and 80s consoles. Don't you agree?
Did you say Genesis?
No. I said Nintendo.
It sounded like Genesis to me.
Hey, clowns, I will agree with you. You know why? Because I had both.
Yep, same. Nintendo does what Sega does.
Wait a second. You don't even know what? Okay, I'm gonna have to turn my camera on for a second.
You got the saying wrong, Clown. Sega does what Nintendo don't.
There we go. Do you see my
I
shirt?
had to reverse it.
Do you see my shirt? What does my shirt say?
Hold on. Let me put on my glasses. It
Come on.
says.
That's right.
I
put on your glasses. Get on those bifocals or those trifocals or whatever the fuck you're using.
When I look at your cam,
Come on.
there's no GE.
No.
Right, and there's no IS. It says NAS.
All there is
NAS
all there is awesomeness. It's all you gotta know is that there's awesomeness here.
NAS does. I agree. NAS does.
Oh, wait a second. I didn't turn on the right camera. I want everyone to see this.
Yeah,
there we go. Everyone can see this now.
What?
Genesis does what Nintendo don't. And look at the back of my shirt. You see the back of my shirt?
The chair. The chair's in the way.
Oh shit! Let me move the chair. What?
I don't even see it.
You see it?
What Nintendo don't?
What Nintendo? Exactly.
Those are harsh words, Jay. I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
You better go cry in a corner and change your whole attitude, because
I'm gonna have to look up, on Wikipedia the charts of how much Nintendo sold over Genesis now. And send you all the charts.
Don't you go there. Don't you go there.
Actually already start. Hold on.
It was probably like 3.2 million units per day.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
2 units an hour.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like us older gamers, and yes, I'm not saying there's not older gamers our age range that don't fanboy bullshit, do toxic shit, but us level-headed older gamers don't do the stupid shit you see on Twitter, because we played, whether you had it or you played it at a friend's house, you played all the consoles.
Yeah.
There's no point in fighting.
And if you want it, okay. From when I was a kid, and I think I told you guys this before, my parents weren't rich. I was lucky to get one console. I got a Genesis. And if I want to play Super Nintendo and I want to play it more than like at my friend's place, what do? We trade it. That's what you did.
Yep.
Here, Jay,
Well,
got it for you.
It's weird because I grew up as a son of a rich, prominent Italian American, or actually Italian straight out of Italy, but grew up in Brooklyn. And I was the first born in America. So growing up, I was very fortunate. I had everything on day one or day before it came out. My dad had the guys at Toys R Us call them as soon as trucks came in. Like certain games, because
if I had known you back then, I would have asked your dad to adopt me.
He would have. He was really cool like that. Like when he dropped me off at the arcade for the day or whatever, he gave me he took my best friend Scott at the time. He gave me 500 and gave Scott 500 in quarters.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
God, I would have lived at the arcade for like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's $500 in quarters look like? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no shit.
How do you get your pants?
My pants were hanging down at the arcade. I had to spend it all because my pants were falling down.
Clown's got all the ladies at the arcade because he had a big package.
Well, there was another time. There was an arcade place called Sportland, right?
Yeah.
And it was run by an Italian guy from Boston or something, but it was near our house and it was huge. And one night, my dad brings me there like at 9 o'clock, right before they close at 10 o'clock. And I walk in there, I'm like, why are we coming here? He's like, well, you like arcades, son. I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden, this really hot girl in a referee outfit came up and gave me like a bucket full of like tokens, or probably like over $1,500.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she came and gave you a blowjob. I was like, that's the best dad ever.
No, I wish, right, Jay? I wish. And what my dad said was, son, you got $1,500 in tokens.
Holy
it's your time
shit.
$1,500. Jesus Christ, that was like I think my parents paid their mortgage was like half that.
Holy crap! I was lucky if I was at the arcade until I got older and worked for started working my own job. But I was lucky when I was younger if I had like $5 worth of quarters.
Oh yeah, $5. That would be like my mom would go to the grocery store, like go to the mall where the groceries were, and then she would like give me $5 for the arcade. I'd be in heaven with $5.
Yeah, no shit.
Like seriously.
At my dad's pizza places, right? He had a deal with this guy that owned like an arcade warehouse. So the arcade machines would go into his pizza places, and they would split the profits 50-50, right? Like the quarters and everything. So when my dad got TMNT, the arcade game, The Simpsons, and X-Men, we told my mom I wanted to go with my dad to work because I wanted to learn how to make pizza. And
yeah,
I spent literally all 12 hours every day on those arcade machines. Like I would pull rolls of quarters out of my dad's register.
Okay, tell the truth. Tell the truth. You don't know how to roll pizza to this day, do you?
I can't. I made it maybe twice. My dad helped me, but I learned a lot about arcade games, man. I tell you, like I played so much until like my hands, like the fingers, would vibrate on their own at the end of the day. Like I couldn't control them.
That's what happened to Super because he whacked off too much.
And then my dad would be like, Carlo, this is like all my quarters that I'm getting back. I was like, yeah, it's all the ones from the register. Sorry, Dad.
Oh, man.
So my dad never made money in the arcade machines because it was always his money coming back in.
But still, that's awesome.
Hey, Dad, give me, that key that goes inside the quarter, to get the quarters? Give me that. Oh, wait a minute, better yet, just let me open up and make it free to play.
Yeah, would.
Holy shit. Oh, wow.
No, that's an awesome story.
I got so many stories about my dad that I could tell you guys, and it was like I was living a dream. But as life gets on, you get older, and unfortunately, my dad passed away when I was like 17. Then my whole life turned upside down, and I had to like learn how to live with like a budget and no money, and man, like me and my mom moved upstate New York with my sister, and like living up there was complete hell. And she kept me away from all my dad's friends because they would, like, anytime they'd come around, they would spoil me. One of my dad's friends, Dominic, used to
why
drop,
would she stop that? Wouldn't she want the best for her son?
No, I don't know. She was either jealous of the fact that they like took care of me because I was the son, or she just was afraid that I'd end up like my dad. But I would miss it though, because like his friends would come over and I would get like hundreds of dollars in my pocket. They'd slip me like $100 bill, $200, $300. And I'd be like sitting there at the age of like.
Your dad wasn't in the pizza business.
Yeah, I don't think he was actually selling pizzas, was he?
Oh no, he was selling pizza. Yeah, he was definitely selling pizza. I mean, he was pretty big. He was a pretty big guy up in that area.
Okay, clowns, you have to admit that avatar that I created you with the smoke, that's a little more appropriate, I think, at this point.
Everybody walks in the clown's dad's pizza shop sleepy. They walk out going, "Yeah, bitch, let's go, great pizza."
Yeah. You know, and my dad would do cool things for the neighborhood too. Like he would throw block parties.
Of course they would, because they loved their family.
Even he invited bullies over that bullied me in school. He would invite them over. So I had to sit in the backyard with them shooting fireworks, and they were cool with it because my dad gave them money. And I was like, "Jesus, Dad, don't do that to my bullies."
And there's a few times their pants caught on fire from random fireworks hitting them in the ass.
Well, I remember I did shoot so many bottle rockets on some lady's roof, and there was a small, tiny fire, and she called the cops on that 4th of July. And my dad told the cops, "Don't worry about it. It's nothing. My son's just shooting fireworks." And they're like, "Okay, sir, no worries."
He'd walk up to her, slip her a couple hundred, like, yeah, there's nothing going on here.
No, she came over by my fence and started screaming at me like. And I was like, "Okay, more bottle rockets. Here you go."
That's hilarious. I love these types of stories.
Yeah, me too. That's awesome. Damn.
Yeah, I'm thinking your dad didn't know how to make pizzas either.
Yeah.
No, he did. He really did. He did. He worked 12 hours a day making pizza and everything. He was like really popular. It was very strange how popular he was. A lot of people used to fly out to see him and stuff. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff happened, man. Like trying to think of another cool story. You remember the X-Men toys when they came out by Toy Biz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you remember how hard Iceman was to get?
I don't remember that, no.
I never had him, so yeah.
Yeah, the Iceman was pretty hard to get, like the version 1.
Yeah.
And my dad actually had some connections at like an analyst warehouse at Toys R Us. So he knew when the exact truck with that Iceman was coming in. So he went to Toys R Us before closing, and he gave the manager, I think it was like a $500 or something. And he said, "Call me when the truck comes in at midnight." So my dad gets the call, and he brings me to Toys R Us as they're unloading the truck. And I'm like, "Dad, what are we doing here?" He's like, "Well, you wanted Iceman." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I found it here."
So I got some of my boys to stop the truck.
Yep. So
that's awesome.
They open up the back door for us, and we come in, and the manager opens all these boxes of the Toy Biz X-Men figures, and he says, "Here, go through it." And I'm like, "I feel wrong doing this. Am I gonna get in trouble?" He's like, No, I'm good friends with your dad." I was like, "My dad never talked about you before." He's like, No, we're good friends." So he opens up the boxes, and he's like, "Is this the Iceman you're looking for?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want anything else?" And I picked out so many toys that night, and my dad still paid for the toys. Like they rang it up and everything. But yeah,
how many people were actually on ice in the same truck?
The Iceman, I think. I don't know how many were on it, Jay, but I think there was like 5 total Icemen in that.
Oh, I'm sure there was. There's probably several more.
They got the Iceman toys right in the back of the trailer with the doors at.
Exactly.
These guys in the back. God, these motherfuckers on ice.
Yeah. My dad used to say stuff like, "Hey, forget about it. Oh, my Ned's Jamarone." You know, he talks like that all the time.
Forget about it.
Yeah, and my dad was so silent most of the time too. Like he'd sit there in the pizza place when he wasn't busy with a toothpick in his mouth, drinking a coffee, reading the newspaper, and his legs would be crossed, and he'd just sit there, not worrying about anything, just just hanging out, and all these friendly police officers come in, talk to him, tell him about their problems, and my dad was like, Okay, well, I can help you guys. I can help you.
Wow, awesome, awesome
story.
Yeah, oh man. Holy shit! Wow.
We got stories.
You know, I can tell you, it's probably too unsafe for this podcast to say everything, but I remember at the age of 14, my dad started getting me into like different strip clubs.
I've heard you talk about that before, Klaus.
Yeah, and he would bring me in, and he'd be like, "Son, you need to learn to talk to the female gender without being shy and being afraid." And I'd be there like 14 years old, like stuttering, like hello, hi, how you, like, you know, I'd stutter so bad. My dad would like whack me in the back of my head, be like, no, talk to him like a man. And
say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, Klaus.
Yeah. And you know, these girls are like 18, 21, and I'm 14, and I'm trying to talk to these older girls, and they would pretend to like be interested in me because, you know, my dad threw money around. So it was like cool at the same time, but it was really embarrassing. And then, man, I'll never forget the time that we went to a place in New Jersey. Wow, I think it's Cherry Hill. The place is not there anymore, obviously. But we walk in, and the owner kind of pulls me aside, and he takes me in the back, and he says, "There's a room here." And I was like, "Okay, what's this room for?" He's like, "Oh, you don't know this, but you have 2 super fans." I'm like, "Super? I have 2 super fans?" He's like, "Yeah, they're, you know, they just got out of college. You know, they love you." I was like, "How do they know me?" And they're like, "They know you through your dad." I'm like, "Well, they never seen me before." He's like, no, they love you. Trust me, they love you. And I go in the back there, and these girls are like sitting there trying to talk to me. And, you know, I think maybe I was 16
Is this a story when you lost your virginity?
No. I didn't, because I was afraid there was some STDs there. So obviously, I was smarter than that at 16. But, I mean, these girls were pretty cute, and they really tried hard. They really did. And I mean, it was crazy to see this at 16, all because of who my dad was.
It's funny. Clowns walked in with 2 legs and walked out with 3.
Yeah.
He didn't know that his dad also ran a business called the Bada Bing.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I bet you if Daz grew up with me, Daz would probably take advantage of every single opportunity.
Damn right he would.
Oh, yeah, he would.
I think your dad probably thought maybe you were going to swing the other way because you weren't doing anything earlier. We got to get this out of the system now.
He did ask me, he's like, "Are you going to be a priest?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to be a priest?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." He's like, "You hold doors open for old ladies all day long." He's like, "You don't even talk to young girls." I'm like, "Dad, I'm shy." He's like, "Well, I was your age. I wasn't shy. I told people what I wanted." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not you."
Everybody's different. Dad. It takes some people take a minute.
For me, for me, when I was 19, I had my first girl.
Nice, dude. That's not bad.
No.
18 for me.
No?
18 for me, bro.
It's not single digits, guys.
Holy shit, you fucking whore!
Whoa!
How old? Wait a second. How old?
Yes, he did.
How old? I didn't hear the age.
I had an older sister with friends.
How old were you?
9.
9? You're not even shooting blanks at 9.
No.
Bang.
That's the best part, Jay. You can't get them pregnant.
I guess.
I got 2 more stories I think I could tell you guys. I think it's safe to tell you these. So there was a time when I was going to high school, and my dad was really upset that I didn't come home with girlfriends. Like, he felt ashamed of himself because I didn't get girlfriends like he did at my age, kind of thing, right?
He was thinking he did something wrong.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yes, he thought he did something wrong. So he gave me, the morning I woke up to go to high school, he said, "Carlo, here's some money." I'm like, "For what?" He's like, "You flash around girls, they like it." I'm like,
"Oh,
what?"
Yeah.
So I look at this money he gave me. He gave me $1,000 wrapped up in 20s to make the roll look bigger. And he's like, "When you go to buy lunch today," he's like, "flash it around." I'm like, "I'll probably get jumped, Dad. I'm not you." And he's like, "Nah, nobody's gonna jump you. They know who you are. All the girls are gonna want to hang out with you later." I'm like, Nope.
And mind you, this was in preschool for clowns.
Right? Man, I would have
happening,
so
Noof.
different. And then there was another time that I remember after my dad passed away, right? So my dad was like investigated after he passed away because they thought he was involved in stuff, and all his records are sealed to this day. Like they won't even tell me what's in the records.
Holy
like
shit.
he went to jail on Rikers Island for 30 days and got out, and they sealed those records. They won't tell me why.
Wow.
I went through customs and everything to try to get these records. So after he passed away, I remember sat down at lunch one day, and one of my friends said, that guy across from us, he's a narc. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah. He's like, he's following you because of your dad. I'm like, what's he think? Yeah, and my friend's like, they think that you became like your dad. I'm like, yeah, right. I was like, you see me walk to school? I don't drive no fancy car or anything. So day after day, this kid keeps following me around school, and all of a sudden he's like in almost all my classes, like out of nowhere, right? And he was taller than everybody else. I was maybe like in 11th grade at the time, and he would always try start weird conversations with me, like I don't know, be like, hey man, I'm throwing a party, want to come to my house, stuff like that. And I'm like, I didn't know this guy. I was like, no, I don't know you. And he's like, oh man, you seem like a cool kid, everybody in the school likes you. I'm like, I don't have that many friends in the school. I got like 5 friends. I don't talk to people. He's like, oh dude, everybody knows you. I'm like, no, I only have 5 friends. And he's sitting there trying to tell me all these, like, it was really suspicious, right? Yeah. So one day I said jokingly to my friend, knowing this guy was listening, I said, oh man, that big shipment we talked about came in my locker. All that stuff's in my locker. And so this other kid starts leaning over, like listening, right? And he's like, oh, he's like, what happened to your locker? I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Somebody just told me there's a big shipment in my locker. He's like, do you know what shipment of? I was like, no, it could be anything, but I hear it's from, people that know me, And he's like, okay, well, just be careful, right? So later that day, I get called out of class, and it was probably towards the end of the day. I'm lined up against the wall. The principal's like, stand there. I was like, why? He's like, follow me. So I followed him, and he takes me to my locker. And he's like, we know what's in your locker. I'm like, what's in my locker? He's like, we know. I was like, know what? He's like, the stuff is in your locker. And he called like 2 police officers with K9s and stuff, right? So checking out my locker, and there's nothing in there. And the principal's like, I thought the stuff was in your locker. I'm like, what stuff? He's like, we had credible evidence that there was stuff in your locker. I'm like, oh, you mean the narc that sat at my table? Yeah, I just said that on purpose to see what would happen.
That's hilarious.
And I never saw that narc again in my school. He was like gone the day after.
I like your stories, clowns. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, those are amazing stories.
I can't even beat those. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, we have to get you on more often to talk about your life stories.
Your father's business.
I love them.
Yeah, me too.
I was 4 years old, right? And at 4, I suffered a lot of anxiety. Like, I didn't want to be around people. I was very paranoid of people. And coming at 4 years old, I always thought people were, like, trying to kill me, right? And my mom could never fathom why I thought this. But it was probably because I hung around my dad all the time at 4 years old, and he would take me around to warehouses, and I had no clue what was going on. But I was always paranoid. And we went to one of his friend's restaurants up in, I think it was in Brooklyn, I want to say. It's got to be Brooklyn or Queens, but it was one of those areas. And we sat down, and I got my favorite dish of ravioli because I always love ravioli. Like, handmade ravioli was always the best for me as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Italian food to this day is my favorite kind of food.
Oh, dude, I love, like, the homemade sauce and everything, and this is the kind of restaurant he took us to. It was, like, all Italians, even people that ate there were, like, pretty much all Italian. Like, you had to be, like, somebody to know somebody to get in this restaurant. Like, really fancy. Right. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had my anxiety attack that I thought people were trying to kill me. So I went under the table, and I kept pulling on my mom's leg. And my mom says, honey, our son is under the table. And my dad's like, oh, what are you doing under the table over there? Why are you under the table? And I was like, Dad, I'm scared. He's like, scared of what? I'm like, they're trying to kill me. And he's like, who's trying to kill you? And then I started screaming really loud. I'm like, they're trying to poison me! I'd scream really loud.
How old were you again?
I was 4.
Wow.
And everyone in the restaurant looked at me, and my dad was so embarrassed because, like, it was one of his best friends that owned the restaurant.
Yeah.
So he didn't know what to say, and everybody was looking at him. And I remember when we left that restaurant, it was a very quiet ride all the way back home to Pennsylvania. He was not pleased with me at all. And we never went back there again.
That far of a ride? Sounds like you family and you don't even know it.
Yeah, really.
Well, we used to go everywhere together. I mean, my dad, you see, you got to remember that when my dad came over from Italy, he came over at the age of 14. Prior to that, he grew up.
God.
He grew up.
You family, bro. Just to warn you, you family. Like something happens to you, like there's gonna be people coming out of the woodwork, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, when he came over at 14, before that he grew up in a monastery because my grandpa was like a ladies' man in Italy, and he dated like so many girls, and he was alcoholic. So he just didn't want to raise my dad. He dropped off on a monastery. So when my grandpa came to Brooklyn, he called for my dad to come over with my uncle. And my dad came over at the age of 14, and my grandpa at the time was not a very nice guy. You know, like, I hear the stories of how mean he was to my dad and my uncle growing up, and he would lock them out of, like, the apartment, make them sleep on the sidewalk. So my dad literally grew up on the streets of Brooklyn at the age of 14. And the first thing he did was, when he came to America, because he thought everything was free, they told him it was a land of golden opportunity, and he always thought pennies were gold, and he thought everything was free in America. So the first thing he did was he stole a milk truck without even knowing he stole it. The guy left the keys in it, and he just drove it down the street. And then he flipped the milk truck on a turn because he didn't realize, you know, the corners and the streets. So it tipped over. And I remember that he told me that my grandpa wanted to whip him so bad. And it was insane, like how angry my grandpa got. But the Italian guys across the street thought it was funny that my dad stole the milk truck. And they talked to the police so that my dad got, like, no charges at all. And my grandpa was so mad because he wanted my dad to get in trouble. And my grandpa was so angry that my dad became friends with all the guys in the neighborhood at the age of 14. Like, everybody knew my dad at the age of 14.
Wow.
Yeah, you the Italian family. See, actually, my great grandmother, who I had the opportunity to be around for 10 years of my life, came straight over the boat from Sicily. And she met my grandfather, who is actually an Irishman. And there's actually a castle named after my grandfather's maiden name. I'm not going to say because people will start figuring stuff out. So, but here's the funny thing. My grandmother would go between, my great grandmother would go between Italian and English. She would literally have spouts where, like, if she was on a rampage, I wouldn't understand what the hell she was saying to me. And you got to understand, like, in my town, like, my family owned so much land and everything, I didn't know what the hell was going on. So what I'm telling you is that you don't realize that your family, like I'm not talking like you don't know them or you're, you know, related to them in some way, but it just sounds like you've experienced the family life of an Italian family, which even if you're a cousin, a fifth cousin, sixth cousin, or just your father was somebody that just involved himself in other Italians' lives, and you came together. That's why it's funny that you're called Italian clowns, because it's just like, now I see. I see why your name is what it is.
That's why it is what it is.
And only I can understand, and that's about all I can speak up about it.
Yeah, my dad's family, they speak that broken English that you're talking about, and they got it with a thick New York accent. So it's hysterical because I brought my daughter over to meet my uncle a couple times, and she'd be like, "What's he saying, Dad? He sounds angry." And he's not even angry. He's just like speaking broken English really loud and moving his hands around like he's happy. But she's like, "He seems kind of mad.
Yeah.
He's like moving his hands." I'm like, no, it means he's happy. It's like he's happy.
No, and that's the truth about it. Like, people don't realize, like, Italians are very boisterous. Like, they're like blah, 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 and it might be the happiest thing they're talking about, but as they mix the Italian and the English, it starts like becoming like this mesh of like, this person's mad at me. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Like my great grandmother used to like adore me. Like, she'd bring me the matzo ball soup and everything else, and she'd be like, here you go, or the pasta fazool. She'd just bring it to me, be like, here. And then she'd be like yelling at my mom or something. You know what I mean? And it would, and my mom would be laughing because she'd know like some of the Italian and everything. And she'd be laughing at her. And I'd be like, why that? And I'm like, I'm sitting there like 6 years old. I'm like, why is my mom laughing? She's screaming at her. You know what I mean? And she's throwing her hands up, and she's just, being as crazy as possible. I'm like, what the heck? And by the time I was like, before my great grandmother passed, she was 94 years old. I mean, God rest her soul.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So she passed, but right before that, like probably like 3-4 months earlier before she passed, she came to me and she looked at me straight in the eyes and she spoke fluent English to me. And I'm like, and at that point, I'm like 10 years old, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, great grandma, I never knew you spoke fluent English. You know what I mean? And she just looks at me. She's like, that's for you and me to know.
That's awesome.
That's one thing that my dad never wanted me to learn was Italian. And I found out later on the reason for that was because when I used to hang out in the pizza places, he would talk to people in Italian, and he didn't want me to know what they were saying because he was afraid I'd go back and tell my mom everything.
Well, of course.
He thought, because sometimes he would tell me, "Oh, you're your mom's little spy. You're spying on me." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "You tell her when we play cards." I'm like, "No, I just said, that nice officer came over the other day and he was playing cards with you after you guys closed." He's like, "You don't tell your mom stuff like that." So he used to get so mad at me. I got another story for you guys. I might have said this on ILP, I don't know. But
can I interrupt a second? Jay, your icons from our Hangouts are gone.
Yeah, they were gone because I moved the screen.
Okay. Continue, Klaus. Interesting story.
Well, when we were younger, this was probably like maybe even before I was born, because if I was born, I wouldn't have seen this. I wouldn't remember it. But my mom told me about a trip to Italy that they went on. And when they got to the airport in Rome, she had all these suitcases full of like soap with her, right? Like ton of soap, because she thought Italians were dirty. And my dad told her that in the part of Italy that they were going in Bari to visit the family, they didn't have running water everywhere. And my mom was a clean freak, so she bought like 2 suitcases full of bar soap. They get, they go through, they take their luggage and all, and my dad goes up to a Roman police officer or soldier, I'm not sure what they're called, but he went up to one of them, and he said to the guy, he said, you see all the suitcases that lady has? And the guy's like, yeah, why has she got so many? And they're speaking Italian. And he said, I don't know what's in them. It could be something serious. So my dad sat back there, like looking at my mom, and mom's like, what's going on? What? And my dad said, follow him and don't ask any questions, So my mom follows the guy, and they take her to a room and they start interrogating her. And she has to open up her suitcases because they thought something was in them. What dad said as a joke. So she opens up the suitcase, and she's getting really paranoid. Like, she's sweating, she's shaking, and they keep yelling at her in Italian. Why so much soap? What's in this soap? You know. And my mom doesn't understand a word of it, and my dad's just egging it on intentionally. And it turns out that one of the commanding people in charge was like a cousin of our family. And my dad called him over and told him that the whole thing was a joke. So he walks in laughing. And my mom's like, what's going on? Why are you laughing at me? Are you going to arrest me? I just think you guys are dirty. You know, you don't have running water. And the guy, my dad's cousin or whatever, turns around and says, relax, lady. This whole thing was a joke. Your husband pranked you.
Oh, my God.
And they had guns on her and everything. And my dad just laughed so hard, like, from what I heard. And when he used to tell that
on the couch that night.
That's a weird case of humor, I would say. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta head out. You guys, nice stories, clowns. I appreciate it, man. Good guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a great one.
Yeah, guys. I'm gonna eat some food, watch at least one episode of Umbrella Academy, and y'all have a good night.
Sounds great, bros. Anyway, before we go, I have to actually post a picture here that people can see. Let's just.
Holy shit, that looks so dope.
So yeah.
Oh, did the others leave already? Crispy.
Yeah, Crispy.
Nice picture, they.
Yeah, it's so nice to see.
So yeah, this is the picture that I made for clowns, and I think it is the most appropriate for all these stories.
It is.
Anyway, thank you very much for coming, clowns. I really appreciate you stopping in and telling us stories, man. Because like, I was literally blown away with everything you said tonight.
Yeah, I can't even I'm like, how can we do a Flamish show after this? After show, it's like there's nothing that's this good like these kind of stories.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, my life could have probably been a movie just because of who my dad was. I love sharing these stories, man, because I really don't get to tell a lot of people these things, and there's no podcast out there that I could, that really can open up and talk. And Stubbs is going to interview me, and I'll probably talk about some of these things on there. But yeah, I mean, growing up was just fun for me.
For sure. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, just like the history behind what you went through, being a kid, having a parent. I mean, I'm not gonna go into details or even ask you about how your dad passed away, because that's none of my business. But the fact that you went through all that stuff and how good he was to you, I'm actually really, really envious, and really happy that you're the person that you are today, basically, because of all that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, Jay. I learned a lot. It taught me a lot of life lessons on how to handle things and de-escalate. From the things I've seen, it kind of helped me mature a little bit faster, because I shouldn't have seen everything I've seen growing up, but I did. Right. One more thing I'm going to say before we all get out of here or whatever and you close the show. My dad, and this isn't sad for me, so don't think I'm sad about this, but my dad is actually buried in the same cemetery as Johnny Torrio of Chicago, as Joey Gallo of New York City, and other famous gangsters. It's one of the biggest cemeteries in New York City, where a lot of the biggest gangsters of the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and celebrities and baseball stars are buried. So yeah, I mean, whenever I go visit his grave, I stop at all these other graves, because it's so insane to see these mausoleums for people. It's just crazy, man. Looking back, knowing that was kind of a life that I lived and didn't even know it,
right.
And I'm a different person today, but it's just crazy looking back on it all.
That's really cool. Appreciate you telling the stories, and look forward to having you here again, man.
Yeah, definitely, Jay.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I wanna hear more of this.
For sure. So that's the end of the show. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for everyone coming by. Thank you, clowns, again. And we'll see you guys next week on the Retro Renegades. We're not sure what we'll be playing, but that's the whole point of all this. We don't give a shit. We just do what we want. Later, guys.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, sorry, I felt like I took up like a lot of the show, and I hope I didn't upset anyone.
Oh, dude, it doesn't matter. Like we do what we want in this show. We can go on a tangent about something for more than an hour, and we don't have topics or anything, so it doesn't matter. And it's cool to hear this kind of stuff because I'm actually amazed by all the stuff, and many people in the that were actually listening as well, I guess. When I saw the comments, so it is cool to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to, man.